The body snatchers could literally make a killing off the dead. They can make as much as 10 guineas per body, which was 20 times the weekly wage of a silk weaver in East End London. Certainly there were bodies that were worth more than others. For instance, if it showed an interesting pathology, if there was a deformity that was very obvious to the body snatchers, a pregnant woman would fetch a huge amount. So body snatchers would be very excited if they came across something that was unusual.
The industry was as cutthroat as it was lucrative.
I like to think of the body snatchers as the gangs of New York. They're always fighting each other and trying to come up with ways of undermining one another.
If a body snatcher knew that a surgeon was buying from somebody else, he might deliberately try and bring down the authorities on that surgeon rather than the body snatchers, dumping a body outside his house, for example, so that it might be discovered by his neighbours and cause a hue and cry. These were the kinds of tactics that resurrectionists engaged in.
But as skilled as they were, sometimes the law did catch up with them.
Well, people were certainly prosecuted, but the punishment was relatively low in comparison to how much money could be made. So you might end up in jail for a couple months, but during that time, a lot of anatomists also continued to pay the families that the body snatchers left behind.
These activities seem far removed from the high ideals of the men of the Enlightenment like Benjamin Franklin. So how did his friend and fellow scientist William Hewson become embroiled in this dark, clandestine world? And what involvement did Franklin himself have? Hewson came to London to study at the renowned anatomy school of William and John Hunter. He moved into lodgings at the school and became their apprentice. His job was to prepare the specimens that would be used for lectures given by William Hunter, one of the most progressive surgeons of the day. Bart's Pathology Museum in London houses some of these 18th century specimens.
These specimens were typical of what Hewson would have been making as an anatomist. And you have all kinds of wonderful examples of diseases in here. For instance, you have a human heart, and chances are this person died of a heart attack. And again, the surgeon wouldn't have been able to do anything to prevent this heart attack necessarily because they couldn't have done internal surgery. But by studying the specimen, they'd understand the causes of the heart attack.